Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Anton Daniels.
Oh my God, y'all. Liberal white women are what is wrong with this country. They are the freedom fighters for all the wrong shit. They are the ones that come out and let you know that you're still oppressed because you're a different race than them.
Yeah,
they're the ones that stay in the streets with their pretty decorated signs screaming their heads off about shit that doesn't pertain to them or doesn't matter.
Or has actually never affected them. That's the other thing I always say, like worry and control and try to control the things that are in front of you that are immediately around you. Things that are beyond your control, and why even bother? Sometimes just let things happen. Like the stress of trying to fix something that you can't even fix, that you're not even a part of. Why?
And they think that laws don't apply to them. And then they get their little feelings hurt when
it's funny because I did cover the story in the last video, and someone did say, like when your white privilege runs out. And I'm like, I can somewhat see it. A white privileged woman do have a lot more privileges than any other person out there. That's for sure.
Consequences come down on them. And the most entertaining part to me is that depending on what the mainstream media puts out there for them to protest about, their topic changes, and it's often contradictory to their last topic.
Yep.
One example is, please go note how many pro-Hamas profiles are changing to Hamas being a terrorist organization. They fight for women's rights, while in the streets currently, they have Venezuelan signs wanting to send a dictator back to Venezuela so women can stay oppressed. There was a study that was done, and 56% of young liberal white women were diagnosed with a mental illness. Color me shocked. Just know there's never going to be peace. There's never going to be a time where race doesn't matter. There's never going to be a time that we can all just get along.
I mean, she's not wrong. I think the race card will always be played for the rest of eternity.
As long as there's white liberal women screaming and fighting battles they should not be fighting.
I think that white women that are liberal, specifically, not conservative, not are moderate, not as in the middle, not that's trying to figure it out, and they're across the spectrum, right? They're 50, they're 60, they're 20, they have pink and purple hair and bullnose rings, and they still live with their parents as baristas, and they have $137,000 in student loan debt, and they've been to countless student protests all the way up until they led their miserable lives, and they just want to make everybody else miserable, and there is nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, not people that's in the hood that's terrorizing the community, not YNs, not people that are black fatigue, not Asians that want to pretend like they are white adjacent, not anybody that is more miserable and worse for this country than white liberal women. White liberal women, they have destroyed their households, they left their husbands, a ton of them are on food stamps and government assistance. They think that they're the freedom fighters of the world, and
they really do, don't they? Like that social justice warrior feeling is literally most liberal white women.
They have to make sure that they bring visibility and help you to understand how you're oppressed. I had a white woman tell me how oppressed I am, and I'm doing crazy good in life. Didn't even know me. Didn't know anything about my life, my background, about anything that was going on with regard to my family. Don't know what my situation is. Don't know me from left, from right. And I'm just a regular, everyday person, as far as how I look and how I dress and walking.
It's funny because me and Anton, we got the same snaz going on here.
Around, and I had my Apple Watch on, and I'm just chilling, having a good time, enjoying life. And I had a liberal white woman tell me how oppressed I am and how I need to get with the program and take off my Trump hat. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Why are you even in my business? Why are you even approaching me? How can you tell me about how oppressed I am as though you know my background?
And I mean, we do notice that when there's a Karen involved in any situation, it's usually a liberal white woman.
You know anything about my come up story? I mean, I literally have come up from inner city Detroit, one of the blackest cities in the United States of America. And I have a liberal white woman that is telling me about how oppressed I am inside of the United States of America, and I've been able to make it from the bottom all the way to the top, and I'll take care of my whole family. And I
My
mean,
man.
when I say my whole family, I mean I have extended family members. They out here chasing ICE vehicles. They are trying to figure out how they can get new whistles so that they can blow them. They're playing the banjo in front of hotels where
Ding, ding, ding,
ICE
ding, ding, ding,
agents
ding.
are staying, where they think ICE agents are staying. They're creating convoys. They're a lot of them are bisexual or just straight up lesbian, or they've transitioned into being that after they lost their kids. They try to, mock and mimic black culture by saying "say her name." That has nothing to do with this whole Renee Nicole Good situation. They're trying to make her the poster child. They've leveraged black women for feminism when it was nothing that ever benefited them. And
100%. That is probably the biggest takeaway right from right there, right? White liberal women have used black women to propagate feminism for a very long time.
and here's the funniest part about it: they actually look at themselves as minorities.
They do. That is probably the biggest pet peeve I wanted to get about right now. Like that's weird that a lot of these people think that they're minorities. You've lived a privileged, somewhat privileged life in the United States as a woman, as a white woman. Where do you think you're a minority or even suffered anything close to what minorities suffer? I'm not saying that white people have it better, minorities have it worse or anything, but when you look at privileges and like the most a person has, women have the most privileges, like just period, right? Then white women are probably going to be above most other women when it comes to privileges. So when then you put in minority man, minority women, we're just somewhere closer to the bottom of things. So it's weird that they want to steal. I think this would be the white appropriation, or the appropriation that people talk about, how they want to steal your identity to be able to use your victimhood for themselves. I think that's what majority of the what I'm seeing. It's just that they want to steal that idea. I'm a minority too. I'm with you guys. I'm one of you guys. That's what we get.
They look at themselves as a minority or as a person that is oppressed because they are a woman. And it's just miserable. You butterfly chasing, tree hugging, miserable people that would not even survive in some of the places that you protest for or against. And the cherry on top is that they all of them hate Trump. And they use talking points from Bernie Sanders and AOC, and they voted for Mom Donnie, and that's the reason why he got into office in New York. It's crazy. It is so insane. And so I'm glad that people are starting to wake up, because for a long time I'm trying to figure out, like, who are all of these people that voted for Kamala Harris? Who are all of these people that supported Joe Biden? Who are all of these people that keep on advocating for illegal migrants inside of the United States of America, including Somalis that's not even advocating for themselves, and they trying to dodge the fraud allegations because they know that they committing fraud? Who are all of these people that are doing this? Liberal white women
Yep.
all day long.
I hope this.
I can actually 100% agree with this. Again, I don't really want to push political things too much, but no, the liberal white women itself, just that demographic of women, are definitely the most miserable, the loudest, and the most unyielding.
Helps.
One of the biggest threats in America right now is the white liberal American woman. They are so fucking radicalized at this point that they can't even see that they're no longer fighting for Americans. They're willing to ride or die for fucking illegal criminals that have come into this country.
That would be the other part that I'm like super confused about, this whole protesting stuff.
It is absolutely absurd. And it's dangerous because these women also have kids. And they're pushing these radicalized, fucking crazy ideology onto their children. And until we start fixing the problem with white American liberal women, shit is not going to change in this country.
It'll never
We're
change.
witnessing firsthand what happens when liberal women are radicalized in Minneapolis, Minnesota. You're literally seeing firsthand what happens. And
women fighting against law enforcement, trying to run them over or trying to impede their investigation in some way. That's just crazy talk, right? Maybe it was like back in the day, men would do something like this, but now it's women. Because why do you think it's women? Because they know they're not going to get shot. They know they're not going to face almost the same consequences, so they take the risk. This just happens to be the one of those times that didn't pan out that way.
Until we can get through to those fucking women and make them realize, like, hey, you should be ride or die for American citizens.
Damn right.
Because you're a fucking American.
Damn right.
Period. What the fuck are you doing? Liberals need to get their heads out of their ass. Get their shit together. Because it's America first, motherfuckers.
I don't understand it. It baffles me how much they are against this country. It baffles me how much they have become victims or victim adjacent.
And it's also like how much they hate their own men. Like how many videos have we seen of white liberal women talking shit about cis white gender males?
They are sitting there chasing ICE agents around and waiting to get pushed or mushed or moved to the side of the road.
Yeah, so they can use that victim mentality and use that higher moral ground.
They want to get hurt. A lot of times they want to go and talk to black men. Yes, that is a fetish of theirs, and I don't know what's wrong with them. They want to talk to black men, or they're just straight up gay. They pick any group of people, anything. It's almost like they have no vision for themselves, no mind for themselves.
No true identity other than whatever, the Democrats or whatever they follow, in a sense, tell them to do.
They can't think for themselves. Every talking point is based off of whatever the Democrats are saying at that particular time. I'm starting to see them throw around words like fascist and oligarchy, and it's like
the whole oligarchy thing is just so funny to me. I'm just like, we are nowhere close to that. Like, do you even know what that is?
They were the first ones to leave their households. They were the first ones to turn against their men. Mm-hmm. They are the reason why feminism is like extreme feminism is running rampant inside of this country. And so I have no sympathy, no empathy, no anything for a liberal white woman, because they are destroying the country that we all fought for, helped build, and that our military members died for, fought wars for, and evolved. And they just want to defund everything and give away all of the tax dollars and not work. I don't know what's wrong with them. Just put the fries in the bag.
No, I think what Anton said was right. Put the fries in the bag. Do your job. Worry about you. Worry about what you can control and what you can do. Why worry about all of these other things that literally have nothing to do with you? It doesn't affect your life. It doesn't affect the life of the people around you. Yes, I get you have empathy for other people. I'm not saying I don't, but I also have empathy for the people around me, my own nieces and nephew, my brother and sister, my dad, my cousins. I have a lot more empathy for them than random strangers. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.